Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Herbert. Happy birthday to you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, happy birthday. Come on. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Come on. Hey, happy birthday. 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 Hip, hip, hip.
Negro leaders have fought for civil rights.
What do you mean
They
by
have
fought?
begged for civil rights. They have begged the white man for civil rights. They have begged the white man for freedom. And anytime you beg another man to set you free, you will never be free. Freedom is something that you have to do for yourselves. And until the American Negro lets the white man know that we are really, really ready and willing to pay the price that is necessary for freedom, our people will always be walking around here second-class citizens, or what you call 20th century slaves.
What price are you talking about, sir?
The price of freedom is death.
I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything.
So y'all, welcome back to another episode of SGDS, Same Goal, Different Struggles. I am your host, AJ. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Today I want to talk about this Nigerian man who was killed coming into the U.S. I believe he was coming in for the Super Bowl with his family. He owned one of the largest banks in Nigeria, one of the richest men in the world. I want to give that family my condolences. I really want y'all to take a minute just to think, man, like, because me and my homegirl Jed been talking about this for a minute, going back and forth, and like, do you feel like no matter how we get, that the federal government, whoever behind this, is going to try to knock us down or kill us once we get to a certain level? And I mean financially, especially with all the resources we have now. I honestly, man, lately I've been thinking that a lot of this shit, man, once they brought us over from Africa, they bought us, they had everything planned out where they had us trained how they wanted things. As soon as, like, after slavery ended and black people started to have, they found out they had freedom, I believe it all was a plan. I don't believe that us having social media now, this was part of their plan, because now we have a lot of more resources. But I do believe it was part of a plan to have us stuck and trained to believe that go to school, go to college, get a job, retire, die. Because why don't they teach financial literacy in schools? And I can't speak for all schools. They might teach them in private schools, but I never heard of nobody really telling me in public school that they teach financial literacy, stocks, bonds. Why don't they have classes for kids to know how to pay taxes? Why don't they have classes to teach you how to become entrepreneurs, to make your own way? They don't have those classes. I believe the government is behind a lot of stuff, man. And it's like, if they have us all trained to believe one thing, to believe it should be this way, that we should have to go for them to unite. They own everything, bro. We have to go to the bank. Who own majority of banks in America? White people. How many of y'all really bank with a black bank? I don't even know too many of them. I knew Greenwood. I believe Killer Mike started that back in a while ago, but I mean, black people have banks. I mean, black people, with schools, hospitals, certain shit, man. I be wondering now, man. I just sit back now, man. My mind I always wonder that shit, man. Now that, like, if I get to a certain level, will they allow me at the table? And the crazy part is, I don't even want to be at the table. But I'm never gonna go to somebody's table and beg. It's almost like how kids, you sitting at the round table, you sitting at a table and kids or your animals come begging you. That's how I feel like we look sometimes as black people, or just in general. We have to beg them for money. We have to beg them, and they'll give it to other countries before they give it to us. We still have to work, but we have to build our own too. So now we can have something where we don't have to beg. Gotta find different ways to bring in different income so we can stack up our money, find more, start studying, researching this information more, because they're out there, man. The information is out there. But do y'all believe that a lot of these white people are behind the murders of? I do know they're behind Martin Luther King. I do know they're behind Malcom X. If you watch this show, The Godfather of Harlem, you'll see where they asked Bumpy Johnson about turning on Malcolm X. The feds actually, like, they literally was doing deals with the feds. Bumpy Johnson didn't want to do it, but he was partnering with somebody that had a key relationship with it. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to go check it out, man. It's like they ain't working on season 4. Real good show, man. And I know, like, lately I've been finding out that, the feds had something to do with Biggie and Tupac murder. I definitely know Tupac murder because his mom was part of the Black Panthers, and they was definitely out on the Black Panthers. Mind you, Black Panthers was out there just giving back. These were people that were supportive of black people. They was feeding the homeless. They was giving back to the community. Why would you want to shoot that down? Why would you want to kill that? Every time as black people we get to a level, it's like we didn't want to shoot us back down. How many times, as long as we've been voting, what have they actually done for black people? The money that they've been sending out to the other countries, Ukraine, they didn't even give us that much during the pandemic. Like, they went and got us, bought us, and they still treat us like shit, bro. They stole everything from us. Go research what all the electronic stuff that has been created, the light bulb, the cell phones, all that stuff was created by black people, but taken over by white. If you ever watch the movie Little Richard, you'll see in the movie, or even the 5 Heartbeats, you will see where they had the cover as a white person, or they wanted this white dude to sing Little Richard song. But this stuff really happened. So what makes you think that it still don't happen now behind closed doors? This was just out in public. That's why I said, man, y'all mad at Fannie Willis talking about this. White people been doing that crap for the longest, bro. They got us so brainwashed to believe we gotta believe this. We gotta do this. Look how y'all celebrate the Grammys and the Oscars, but don't even celebrate your own shit like that, bro. We got our own award shows. We have our own. We gotta start giving back to our own, bro. Way more than we give back to theirs. You can't expect to go to a different culture and keep begging and begging when they stealing everything, bro. They're literally mad at Beyonce for making a country album. Beyonce. But what they don't tell you is they didn't say nothing when K. Michelle and Nelly made a country album. Now they fearful that black people are going to take over the country music. Mind you, we started country music. Go do your research, bro. We started country music. That's something else they took over. So at the end of the day, man, I don't know if that black man would have died if he would have stayed in Africa. I honestly don't believe so. But I honestly believe they knew he was coming into the U.S. and something was behind that. Because you can't just tell me all of a sudden this man playing his whole family on there and just all of a sudden, like, something was behind that. That's just my honest opinion, bro. I believe it was a lot behind it. I believe, like, that's why it's not getting the cover that it needs. Like, it's just getting washed away. Like, a lot of stuff just get washed away in the public, in social media, where it get lost in everything else that don't mean shit. And it's not really important. It's crazy out here, bro. Like, the only time that we seemed like we was really together was during the pandemic. As soon as they opened the world back up, man, we lost it. And people expecting Donald Trump to get back in office and give black people money. Again, begging for somebody to give you an opportunity. And a lot of times when y'all had the opportunity, you don't take advantage of it. You go out, you get the money, go back out and spend the money on white brands that's owned by the people that just gave her. So either way, they just winning. Now, a lot of black people did start their business, and I'm proud of that. But from the looks of it, customer service don't be as good. So how long will a business last if your customer service ain't good, especially how you treat black people? We treat each other like shit. We make time for the white people, but we don't make time for the black people. We treat the white people with utmost respect. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, but we treat us like niggas. And we got to start doing that, bro. Like, treat everybody the same, bro. Like, I ain't saying treat the white people dirty. I ain't saying treat the Mexicans dirty. Treat everybody the same, especially your own kind. But y'all not going to do that. We fear our own kind. We kill our own kind. Then we complain that the white man killed us. We got to stop. We got to come together as a culture. We got to come together. I remember I got somebody on my TikTok asking me why do most clothing brands call that shit black owned? Well, I mean, if you're black and you own it, I mean, and nobody's sponsoring your shit, nobody's doing it, it's plain and simple, it's gonna be black owned. But second, do we question why we call Clark or Spelman, Morehouse, Grambling, Tennessee State, any of those schools? We got fucking Alcorn, we got Jackson State. We say why we call them HBCUs, them colleges, but we call them HBCUs. We know they're black. Even if a lot of those names are named after white people. I don't even think a lot of people know that. A lot of these HBCUs are named still after white people. But see, I see the bigger goal, man. I try not to even think about the school, man. I think about the kids that go to the school. You feel me? That's trying to get that education and do well in this world, man. Like, I just want to make sure that they have it better, because you get blindsided by social media. You get blindsided by what's going on Instagram and don't understand that there's so much else going on in this world. And we let stupid shit get in the way of what's really going on, man. And I'm not a victim of it. Like, I'm always on social media, unfortunately, but I do pay attention. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm always asking questions. I'm always trying to learn. So don't get it confused. Just because I'm on social media don't mean I'm not paying attention. I'm always paying attention. But, man, I ain't going to stay too long on this, man. Y'all have a good one, man. If you like what you heard, man, please click the subscribe button for my next video.